Spring practice for the University of Hawaii Warrior football team kicks off this morning in the Manoa campus. KITV4's Ryan Kalei-Suji joins us live where head coach Norm Chow and company are taking the field for the first time this year. Good morning, Ryan.
Hey, good morning, guys. That's right. The players and coaches have arrived here on the field, beginning practice. Also joining me now is our very own sports director, Robert Kekala. Robert, good morning.
Good morning.
So first of all, I want to talk about what is the importance of this spring practice and what does it mean for teams to participate in this?
I think for the younger players, it's a time to show the coaches what they've got. And in this spring practice, a lot of eyes will be at quarterback. With Sean Schroeder out, back injury, Taylor Graham, the transfer from Ohio State, seems to be the anointed one to take over at quarterback, but got a feeling he's going to be pushed by Ikaika Woosley, the freshman.
Another addition to this team is some of the new coaches. What do they bring to the table?
I think Chris Naiole at offensive line brings a lot of toughness, 12 years NFL experience. Aaron Price, offensive coordinator, he's been around the block. He knows this offense. And I think he's going to implement a more wide-open offense than what Hawaii saw last season.
And what do you think overall? I mean, looking ahead towards the rest of course, we know that they're opening against USC, which is going to be a battle for them. Do you think it's going to be, do you think they'll have much more success this year? I mean, it's not as difficult as the schedule as it was in 2012, but what do you think the overall success will be for this team next year?
I don't think anybody's happy with what they did last year, 3-9. And if you look at it physically, it's already a different looking team. Whether it's a better team remains to find out, but I think they're a much better football team than what they ended last season with.
All right, Robert, and any final thoughts? I mean, they're going to conclude here. They're going to be out here for about 15 more days, 15 more practices they have out here. Any other final thoughts that you think that the team needs to kind of key on during the spring in order to really catapult them into the season?
Well, I think offensive struggles last year. We're going to see if they can become a much better team offensively. I think defense, there's still a lot of injured defensive linemen from last season. So they're going to go a lot of spring practice with very limited resources at defensive line.
All right, Robert, thank you very much. I know that Mahea wanted me to ask you earlier, and she reminded me once again to ask you about Dancing with the Stars. What is your role in Dancing with the Stars this season, and do you have any opinions on what you saw last night, maybe?
Well, in my years of experience in the ballroom, we're gonna recap it every Monday night when they start the competition next week. We'll take you to Bob's Ballroom and show you who the favorites are. I'm sick of watching and say, what a stupid choice. We're going to make our choices. Zendaya will be a finalist, guarantee you. And Jacoby Jones of Baltimore, Ravens receiver, he will be there in the Final Four, Final Five.
All right, Robert Kekala, thank you so much.
And bring a rose for The Bachelor. He's done. He's done.
We got predictions for The Bachelor as well as for this Warrior football team. Back to you guys.
He watches The Bachelor too?
Did he just admit that on air?
He does it all. He does it all.
No shame, Robert. All right, Ryan and Robert, thank you so much for that live report. Wow, you learn something every day, don't you?
Yeah. I actually kind of agree with Robert's predictions. I think Zendaya will make it.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Go Ingo! Well, tomorrow morning, the Emmy Award-winning show, Benice's Nights of Fire, Samba and Salsa's into Waikiki, and we have a preview.
Thanks for joining us. Our next newscast is tonight at 5 p.m.
For more news, you can go to KITV.com.
Aloha.